Hey, everybody. Welcome to VerifiedInvesting.com. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. In today's video, I want to deep dive into the recent action in gold, discussing the key levels and the technical setups of the chart. So let's dive right in. Taking a look at gold, we see gold is grinding higher over the last week. Is it going to go back to the all-time highs? It looks like it could. And what's interesting here is this was your all-time high. This high pivot, if we put a trend line in here, look at this, guys. It basically joins right out here, basically in early September. It'll meet the upsloping trend line that has broken. And so those will merge together and be a big brick wall for gold. Doesn't mean it can't get through, mind you. That would just be expected to be technical resistance on the gold price. So basically $3,500 will be big resistance. Now, if gold can get through there, you should head sharply higher on the gold price. Upside target could be anywhere in, and I'll show you guys really what we're looking at here. If we kind of do this, take a look at this, right? So you have this longer term trend right there. This is what I am looking at as the longer term next breakout move. Now, one of the reasons why I'm bringing this to your attention is because look at this trend line, which by the way, even goes back here. Okay, this was your upsloping trend right here that broke. And let me just zoom in a little bit more, right? So we go back here to December of 2024, and you can see this was your uptrend. And we broke below it, we retested, it got rejected, and now it's trying to fight back to that level at 3,500, which is also the double top. And the reason why I say if it breaks out, it likely could go up as high as about 3,900 to 4,000 is because this trend line is virtually parallel to this trend line. And so when you have two trend lines that are parallel, they essentially take on a synergy where when you break above one, you often go to the next one up here. So listen, you still have to fight your way through the key level of 3,500. And in all fairness, until that happens, you need to keep a short-term neutral to downside bias. Like we could hit this line and get rejected and come all the way down here. But overall, while near term is more neutral to slightly negative, if we can break through 3,500, the mid to long term is ridiculously rosy on gold. We would expect a very significant move up. Again, next target on a break of 3,500 would be 3,900 to 4,000 per this beautiful parallel channel that I just drew on the charts. A couple other things I want to just point out here, guys. If we look at this and we see, okay, so why was this low here and this low here? Look at this, guys. This is very, very cool. Take this low pivot, connect it right through, and look at what you get. You know, and again, I'm going to change the color on that so it stands out differently. But essentially low pivot to low pivot. And when you pulled back, that's why that low around 33.11 was the low on gold before a bounce. Now, one of the things that's very useful here is we now have a resistance level that we need to see break, which is really around 3,500, and that's also the double top. But then we also have a support level here that, again, if we were to break below that, you would then start to get a bigger move to the downside. Now, listen, the mid to long term still stays very bullish because this is a longer bull flag. But in the near term, if you break this 33.30 level, you then would likely track down to about 3,100, maybe just above 3,100, major pivot high right here and right into this 3,130 level. All right, so really what I'm giving you here is the key to the castle in that we are watching to see, can we get above 3,500? If we do, you should go to 3,900 to 4,000. If we break below 33.30, we should then have a pullback to 3,100. And really between 3,000 and 3,100, then it becomes a strong buy on gold. As you guys know, I continue to be a mid to long-term, unbelievably bullish investor on gold. And the essence of that, the simplicity of the trade, number one, the chart is telling me mid to long term that it's still going to go higher. Near term, like I showed you, you have to watch the support and resistance levels, but longer term or midterm, it's so bullish, not only because of the chart, but because the US government and global governments of these major countries, they're going to go back and they're already starting to do this. They're lowering rates. They're printing more money. They're running up their debt. Those are all things that increase the money supply. And so for us as citizens of the world or of a country that's doing this, you want to diversify away from dollars because those dollars or those yen or those euros over the long term will undoubtedly lose value or buying power. All right, guys, enough from me here on gold. You guys go have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care.